This is the original image from the Apollo 11, shown on a documentary from the Untold Story from the National Geographic, and then it was taken down in YouTube. Now you don't see none of this. That's the original image. Wow, man, that is wow, man. Look at all the, exactly what I've been saying. That place was crowded with stuff, structures, you name it. Look at that, man. And appear that they're not on the ground. They're flying low. Just think about it. You're gonna be flying low with a rocket crap? Nah. This is anti-gravity, man, what they use for this. And you can see how reinforced the windows, everything is. Now let's take a look at that, at the outside. And they look like they're about 500 feet from the ground, judging by the, that's what I think. They might be a little higher, I don't know, but look at the very background, that right there. Look at the structure, just go up. I mean, there is no sand and nah. Exactly what I say all along, that this place was crowded with stuff. And look at this tube that comes from the ground, right there. This thing right here. And it goes up and up, and you don't know where it ends. In fact, you don't even know where that thing goes to. Look, it just disappeared in the air. It's just, what the heck? The translucent deal. But look at all this, my goodness. Look at that structure right there. Bluish. Very colorful, man. Totally different from what we've been told. Well, we already knew that wasn't like that. See, look at the translucent tubes that go straight up. They're transparent. See? There's another one that goes there's another two, shorter one that goes from one point to another, right down here. That right there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see what's in the dark. See, look at the tube. Goes from this sphere right here, or whatever that is. Some strange twisted. Well, I can tell you, all of this stuff is, the moon is metallic. That's why there was no any hole on the ground or none of that, because they didn't use any freaking rocket. All that was a prop. Either that was a model and they took a picture of it somewhere, and it doesn't show regolith on the landing pads, but what it shows is the bent needle-like things that were under the landing pads that was supposed to stick into the ground to secure the. What you see is I already showed that. You see the landing pad with those needles bent to the right, all of them in the same direction. That means that when that thing landed, it bent all of that stuff and probably almost tilt over. And that's why Aldrin was looking at those things when in the picture you can see him inspecting that. And what's funny is that they kept using that shit after they knew that there wasn't any soft spot or sand like they were being told. It was a big time mistake. Wow, man, this picture speaks trillions of words. Look at the shelf on the command module. I mean, on the landing module, there are buttons and stuff. I mean, this is different from the inside that I've seen in other pictures. So that means that, and in this thing it says that they built 3 more. So Apollo 17, 18, 19, and 20. So there were 3 more missions that were secret, exactly as the man said. Rutledge, the astronaut that gave all that material and went to hide in Africa and somewhere so they wouldn't kill him. Because the other astronaut, Leonov, died in strange circumstances. Nobody knows what happened to that astronaut. And that astronaut really exists, the Russian one. It was 2 Americans and 1 Russian. That's the one, the Apollo 20. Wow, man, look at that, dude. Man, and I can assure you that there are entities out there looking at this thing. I mean, those suckers are specialists. They're in their environment. Look at this weird deal here. This is not a crater. None of that is cratable. This hole is weird. Look how it just. I mean, this thing is just a continuous thing. Doesn't end, start here or end there. No. This thing is on one solid deal that goes on and on and on, goes deep down. And it's exactly what Dr. Bayron is playing in the book. They melt the surface and then they reshape it using low frequency, and they lift up and do everything like that. So everything is made out of the same surface of the moon, planet, or whatever there is. But this thing is metallic. Titanium 12% was found there. The only titanium we have, the purest, is only 4% on Earth. When you hear that, oh, the same type of stuff is on the moon, no, it's not true at all. None of that stuff in this moon is anything but similar to Earth. Hell no. Older. Some of the rocks were in fact, all of the stuff they brought were things that were put together. It's like, I don't know how to explain. The rock was pieces of other things, all clumped up. clumps of different things, and they dated. You cannot date a rock. And how they dated that is because it was metal. And the date they got was like 20 billion years old. The universe is thought to be 14 billion years old. Where the heck that thing came from? What universe that came from? So there's only two things. The scientists got the time wrong, or this thing just came from another universe, well, another place that we don't know about. But I think it's the first one. The scientists don't know shit. Bad information, period. The right information has always been hidden by the Masonic control shit. Look at that. Oh boy. Check it out. That looks like a freaking face right there. Look. There's the other eye right there. But it's none of that. Those are all the same thing I've been saying all along. Look how this thing lifts up. I mean, this is just undescribable. How the hell you can describe any of this? What shapes? Weird ass shapes that there's no vocabulary for it. Yeah, this thing is flying above the, look at that, pinkish tube that disappears into thin air. Or it blends with, I don't know, there's the other tube, more like, and then it has a spherical thing on the top. It goes up to here, and you got this spherical deal right here. So there's the other picture. It shows more. Oh my God, that's what dudes? These are guys right there. Right there. It's bright now. I don't know. If those are dudes, well, they're a gigantic ass dude because of the altitude. Look at that. It's evident that this is some kind of structure that is, this is dark or shaded, whatever. Then look at the, oh my goodness, look at that. That's the exact same picture, except, see, this is the correct picture. That one was already warped. It's starting to show darkening and manipulation. This one is intact. Remember, this was recorded from the window of the module, right there. They're flying low, my goodness, they're really low. So, to think about that, they have gravity. Look at that, that looks like a saucer-looking deal. This thing down here. Well, it's not a saucer, it's